I'm pal of I Run Far here with Elov Olsson before the 2017 Western States 100. How are you, Elov?
I'm good.
Welcome to California.
Thank you.
You earned your way into this race by running second place at a very, very muddy Black Canyon 100K. How was your experience there?
Yeah, I expected a little bit more hot, but it was good for me. I was coming from winter in Sweden and got 10 degrees Celsius and rain. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before that, in end of last year, you were 11th at the 100K World Championships on the roads. Another good experience for you, yes?
Yeah, absolutely.
How did that race come together? It wasn't flawless throughout.
No, the first half I ran with the group, and maybe halfway I was a little bit tired, so I slowed down for 2 or 3 loops, 10Ks, and then I got some more energy back because I ate a lot. So then you come back and I did strong last loops.
Yeah, you made up a lot of places in those laps.
I think the last lap was 8 places. Yeah.
So is that something you'll keep in mind this weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. I've experienced that sort of thing a lot. So.
Now you've not run a 100-mile trail race, correct?
Yeah, I've done UTMB.
Oh, you've done UTMB. Okay.
Yeah.
And how did that go?
Oh, it was horrible.
Not indicative of your fitness.
No, that's from 4 hours till the end in 30 hours. I was like sleepwalking in every uphill. Oh, it was a disaster.
So maybe something not to remember.
Yeah, yeah. It was good. I finished, I think. So.
Is that sort of a goal that you keep in this race? To finish?
To finish, always to finish the race. I think. But my goal is much higher than that. So.
And what might that be?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So all your talk with Jim Walmsley on social media is there's a little basis for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I've never got so much good training for this one, so I'm fit.
Now, Jim has been quite public in that he plans to go out really hard and go for 14 hours. Are you going to try to stick with Jim, or is there another plan?
I don't think he will let me do it. Like he wants to do his own race and run alone. So I think it might be hard to run with him, but I will also go out quite hard, I think.
Yeah?
Oh.
Be aggressive.
Yeah. I will not stay back, and I will run in my comfort zone, but not stay back too much.
Now, how does that, I mean, I got to see your countryman Jonas Bud run a lot of races, and he's not super conservative, but he's always runs his own race from start to finish. Do you kind of look up to the way he races? Or are you more aggressive?
I think I'm a little more aggressive, but I look up to him, absolutely. He's a great runner. So, but I think I'm not the same runner as he is. But I will take some advice from him too. Yeah.
Obviously, he's really well known with great results from 100K on the roads and some trail races. Do you think you're fitter than him right now?
I got more training, better training. So, and at the training camp, I felt more fit to do this. Yeah, I think.
Now, how did you get into trail running? What is your athletic background?
I think maybe the adventure stuff, like being out in the nature, is awesome, and not just the road stuff. I like the road stuff too, but in training it's much more fun to run in the trails. Yeah, and that's sort
of where your passion is.
Yeah.
Were you involved in sports when you were a child, or when did you start being real active?
I've always done the ball sports like football and basketball, ice hockey, floorball, and then I started with the extreme skiing, like slopestyle. Yeah. So jumping and do loop vaults and spinning around. Yeah. But I injured my knee in 2009.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I twisted it really bad.
And no more. It kind of ended that career, or?
Yeah, I've done 5 surgeries on my left knee. So.
And then how did you find running?
After 2 years of rehab, I just thought no more skiing.
Yeah.
I didn't felt for it. So I need something to keep on training, because my knee is not good when I'm not training.
Yeah.
It gets swollen and stuff. So I started with some cross-country skiing. Did Vasaloppet on skis, 3 years.
The famous 90-kilometer ski race.
Yeah. So started with that, and in the summer I was running a little bit. Just, but quite fast I started to escalate. So more and more longer stuff. It took me maybe 2-3 years, and then I tried my first ultra.
And which race?
Tech, 50 miles in Stockholm. And I started out in my comfort, just running. And I think my last loop of 10K was the fastest one in that race. So it was a good experience.
Good experience, and you've kept those good experiences going, yeah?
Yeah. 1 year later, I kept almost the same pace for 100 miles. So
yeah,
and that was 13:38.
13:38 for 100 miles.
My third ultra.
So you've broken 14 for 100 miles.
Yeah, I've done.
Yeah, Jim, have you done that?
I've done it twice.
Did you do that also as a split in the 24-hour?
Yeah, it was right under 14 hours at 100 miles. Yeah.
And you carried on and ran 157 miles.
Yeah.
For, 200 and how many kilometers?
253.
And that was indoor national record or an overall national record?
No, indoor.
Indoor,
I think, and it was a 239 meters loop,
which is more than 1,000 laps.
Yeah, 1,058. That's mental.
That is mental. Do you think that makes you stronger in what is presumably a more enjoyable experience?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not afraid of running alone or something like that, and I can keep on pushing for quite a bit.
Now, when did you decide you wanted to run Western States?
At the World Championship, me and Johan start talking about next year.
Yeah.
And how I should get into Western. It was not an option to put my name in the lottery, so we looked for golden ticket races, and Black Canyon was the best thing, I think, because I had to relax a bit after World Championship and then start training, so it was good.
And if I remember correctly, you and your Scott teammates swept the podium at that race.
Yeah.
It was you and Alex, and who was third at the race?
Eric Sensman.
Eric Sensman, okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys know those two guys before the race, or?
I've met Alex before, but Eric was the first time. Yeah.
Now that was a really muddy race. Like, how did you get through the challenge of that?
Yeah, it was insane. It was like having snowshoes on, and the mud was just building up. But you just have to deal with it. It's the same for everyone. So
yeah. The early miles of this race, they were going to run the traditional course rather than an altered snow course. So you're going to be running on the snow a lot. Do you think that? Obviously, you do some training on the snow. Do you think that gives you an advantage early in the race?
I think I'm quite good at the snow. So I've did the vertical K at Broken Arrow. So it was good uphill, and then getting down from the mountain, you just have to run down on the snow, so it was pretty good.
Yeah. The heat will also be a challenge this weekend. How have you prepared for that, living in Sweden?
That's the hard part, yeah, absolutely. I don't have the Phoenix Desert to training like Jim, but I've done some sauna and stuff to try to keep to do some heat training. And now it's been quite hot here, but not 100 Fahrenheit, but
aside from trying to do well this weekend, is there anything you're most excited about or anticipating?
Yeah, I absolutely excited about the nature.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful course. So if I'm having a bad day, I will enjoy the nature. Yeah.
And I understand you saw your first ever bear in the wild this week.
Yeah, yesterday a car came across the street and just brake, and I looked out. Why does he do that? And then a bear come across the road, so just across the street. Yeah.
Well, best of luck to you this weekend, Elov, and enjoy.
Thank you.